Well, hello and happy Thursday. There's no countdown clock today because I'm actually recording this early. I'm celebrating my grandson's 16th birthday today, so that's where I'm actually at the time this video is airing. But I thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this recording at the normal time, thank you for doing that. If you are watching at a later date, I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you like the card that we're going to share today. And I also hope that you will like and share my video and give me comments. I love getting feedback to know what you think about the cards that I make. So let's go ahead and get started. And today we're going to be working with the Twisted Rope 3D embossing folder, the Basics 3D embossing folder, and the Earthen Textures bundle. It's a stamp set and the dies. These are the dies, and we'll be using 2 dies for today's project. This one and this leaf, and then this is the stamp that we're using. So that is what we're working on for today. And here is the card that I have made using these products. I used gold foil to emboss the background using the 3D rope embossing, and then the Basics embossing is on. Let's see if you can, there you can see it a little bit better. You can see the embossing on that piece, and we did a little stamping. So there we go with that. And of course, I have already done some work ahead of time. I did go ahead and stamp the envelope. And here are the pieces. I've mounted my sentiment using some foam tape. That's already done. And then I've done the die cutting, and I die cut this little strip of gold foil, but I used on the back of it adhesive sheet. And so we're going to cut that out. And then these are the 3 leaves that I cut out. I used gold foil and basic black. So I have 2 leaves of gold foil and 1 of basic black. And then this piece is 2 by 4 3/4. And this is a gold foil that's been embossed 4 and 5 by 5 1/4. And then this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then a basic A2 thick basic card base, or card base made with thick basic white cardstock. So we'll go ahead and put our card together. We'll start by putting together, we'll put the gold, put that gold piece onto the basic black, and let me move some of this stuff out of the way. There we go. And then here we go, trying to get this straight, which is usually pretty easy, but it's got that dark cardstock again. Let's see how we do here. Is that pretty good? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put that onto our card base. Glue on my hands. Sorry about that. So then we'll go ahead and put that onto the card base. And it just has a thin 1/8 inch border around. So want to make sure we get that on there evenly. That looks about right. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll give it a good burnish across the back to make sure that everything is adhered well. Okay, and then we'll get this piece prepared. We can go ahead and put that on. Again, this piece is embossed with the Basics 3D embossing folder, and it measures 2 by 4 3/4. And we'll just offset that just a little. Oops, there we go. Put that down. Oops, no we don't, it's crooked. We don't want it crooked. There. Yes. Okay, so then the next thing we want to do is put our the stripes onto our base, our vase. So what I did with this, with this piece that has the adhesive sheet on the back, I'm going to use this thing to lift up a piece of that adhesive. Oops, I'm lifting up the whole thing. There we go. And I just pull it back. This might have been the part that I should have done ahead of time. But anyway, so oops. Yikes. I think I pulled the wrong part, pulled the foil apart. Well, I've got another piece over here. Let's work with that one. Because I pulled the actual cardstock apart instead of pulling, there we go, just the gold foil. Am I doing it a second time? Now, it worked perfectly when I did it on my sample. And of course, it isn't working so great right now. Let's see here. Why is that piece not coming up? Did I pull the wrong? Okay, maybe I pulled the wrong piece of cardstock off on my, because I cut some strips that didn't have foil. I mean the adhesive on it. Okay, here we go. This is better. Okay, so I'm pulling this apart, and it's got some sticky on it. And so I put, because this this has rounded, it's not completely straight on the sides of the vase. I put it a little bit out on each side, and then I take my snips and just cut it into following the shape of the vase. Do it this way so it's easier for you to see. And we'll do that. Oops, I didn't get that quite close enough. We'll do that 2 more times to create the decoration on the vase. So just leave a little extra on the side. Pull back a little more. And leave a little extra on the side before you cut it off. And put that on. And then trim it. And then, oops, that moved. I didn't push that down enough with my fingers. There we go. Now trim, following the contour of the vase again. There we go. So we have 2, and then we'll do the last strip. Put that down like so. And once you have it where you want it, then you can trim those off again. Okay. Oops. That's not where I wanted it. I wanted it straight. There we go. Okay. So now that we have our 3 decorative pieces on our vase, we can go ahead. I just put some glue or tape, whatever works for you. I got way too much back here. Onto the back, and then we can just arrange the 3 leaves. And I just put the black one in the center, and then just put the 3. They're varying heights a little bit, but not a lot. And then just glue that onto, kind of get those stems as centered as you can together, and stick them with just a teeny bit of the stems showing, not a lot. And then run some tape across all of that and put it down onto the white embossed piece like that. Kind of center it there. And then these are going to be loose to kind of hang out. And then take your sentiment and these are sentiments that I had from a non-Stampin' Up sentiment set, but the ones that actually come with this set would work perfectly as well. And then it goes in there. I'll get that straight. So it's sending birthday wishes, and then we'll take a 4 by 5¼ piece for the inside, and we'll use our leaf stamp again to stamp the inside of our little birthday note card. And we'll use some black ink here. Ink that up. And just kind of put it there onto the side. And we'll wipe away the ink off of the desk there so it doesn't show up. And then we'll put this on the inside of our note card. There we go. And just a reminder, today is August 31st. So it is the last day. If you have those coupons from last month, make sure you get that order in today, because the coupons expire at midnight Mountain Time. So there you have it. This is today's card. I hope that you like it, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me put it together. I thank you so much for taking the time to stop by again, and I hope that you have a fantastic week. Remember to live graciously, and I will be back next Thursday with the weekly card share number 18. Bye for now.